This is Lottie Dottie, better known as State Representative Dottie Joseph, proudly representing Florida House District 108, and you're listening to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today we have a wonderful guest with us. Before we introduce our guest, don't forget you're listening to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group. We are here to spotlight people that are doing amazing job in our community. If you know anybody that should be spotlight, let us know, and we reach out to them and to for them to tell their story. Today we have Pastor Reese that is with us. He is from Next Level Faith Center and is gonna share a little bit about himself. This is a leader that everybody should know. He's very passionate about his community work. Him and his first lady, and sometimes we don't see the work that's being done in our community. And this is what JPP Financial Group is all about. We find those individuals that are doing an amazing job, and we put them on the air to share their passion. Pastor Reese, are you with us?
I'm with you.
How you
Thank
doing?
you
How
so
you
much.
doing, my brother?
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on with JP today, and to it's especially to be on here with you today. Um, I just thank God for giving Next Level the opportunity, and me and my wife, Apostle LaShawn Reese, and me as pastor, as the senior pastor of Next Level Faith Center, for all the work that our members do and help with in our community. And I want to thank you for inviting us on the show today to be a part of this, because this is something that I think everybody needs to know. Um, the great, amazing things that Next Level, I didn't say Pastor Reese, I said Next Level is doing. Personally, with me and my wife, we also, we do a lot of community work with our church. We have an event, coming up soon. It's called Love Thy Neighbor, and it's a family and friends day. We're going to have food there on this Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. And it's going to be an awesome. We're inviting everybody. If you're not a part of a church, if you're a part of a church, that's fine. You want to come, but if you're not a part of a church and you would like to get the church experience of Next Level Faith Center, you could come on out to our event, 2275 Northwest 62nd Street in Miami, Florida. So the zip code is 33147. So if you'd like to, come and spend some time with us, we're gonna have a great time in God. We're gonna worship. We're gonna hear the word, and we're gonna have food available afterwards. And I just want to start to thank God for what He's doing with the Next Level with those things. Also, Next Level is doing a food drive, Feed the Community, in October 23rd, right at the same location. And we do that with Farm Share. So we're going to be doing that this year, and we did one this year already. This will be our second one that we do this year. So if you need information about that, you can also go to our website. Is nlfaithcenter.org. You can go to our website and look at all the things that we're doing in the community and what we've done so far. And we're just doing some great things as far as Next Level is, and the things that we're doing it because we know we love God, and we want to be able to help the people in our community that cannot help themselves.
Absolutely, Absolutely. And you're doing an amazing job, and just want everybody to know. Tell me a little bit. Uh, how long you've been ministry? Have you been a pastor, and what is what? I know you care about your community, and as a leader,
Yeah.
what? How long have you been doing this?
Oh boy, I've been well. First, I've been in church my whole life since I was a kid. But I got into ministry at the young age of 22 years old. I was a young minister, and but even back then, I was very passionate about going out in our community and doing community work and helping people. And I would go out to where the drug dealers are and bring them to church. I would
Wow.
go in the community and just prostitutes, you name it, drug addicts. I would get them off the street and bring them into church. And I just always had that passion to do those type of things. And also, as you know, James, as being a former wrestler, even back then, I started an organization of my own with another coach, friend of mine that I did when we were coach. I was coaching at a high school, and we started something over there in Clemente Park where we started getting young people and teaching wrestling. So during that time, I was doing all these different things in the community, also teaching young kids, keeping them off the street. Some of those kids grew up now, and they're doing well, and doing well in the community. Some of them, two young men who was one of the first ones a part of our Winwood Wildcats um, club. Now they took over the club, and they're doing an awesome job. They're working with the PAL for the Miami Police Department, and this is the first time. And they've been together now for about 2 years, doing teaching wrestling there. And this is the first time in 2 years that the PAL ever had a wrestling program.
Wow.
So I was able to help them get their first wrestling match there. I raised $10,000 so they can get their first, wrestling match, and help them get money to get uniforms for the kids and stuff that they needed, to take the kids to tournaments and stuff like that. So I thank God because I've been able to get involved in a lot of different things. Even last year, I was able to help our old high school, Miami Beach Senior High,
Wow.
football team to get uniforms and get equipment that they needed for the football team, which they had stuff that was so old that the kids couldn't even wear them anymore. So we were, thank God for Next Level and some of our donors. One of our donors, the CRP, which is they're part of helping the police department, bringing a community and the police department together. And we got together with them as far as Next Level, and we raised money to help Miami Beach Senior High School this year.
That's amazing.
So just God has just been having us do some amazing things, even helping. And I was able to help my old high school and the football team that I played on get uniforms and get things that they needed so the kids can look good and feel good when they out there playing football. Um, and I want to say, it's just been a blessing this year. For the past 2 years, we've been doing so much in the community as a church. And I tell people, I say, I don't have a big ministry, but we're a big ministry doing mega things, doing great things in the community. And I tell people, you don't have to have a big ministry to do great things. Just have great people to do great things.
Pastor
And
Reese,
that's one thing.
before we
Yeah.
continue on the ministry part, we'll be right back after this
All right.
messages.
Welcome to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group, the talk show that spotlights community leaders, local businesses, entrepreneurship, and how to become a business owner in the financial services by property protected middle class family while helping them reach their financial goals. To find out if you qualify, fill out our short application questionnaire at www.jppfinancialgroup.com or call toll free at 844 844 4900. Let us plug you in our system today to reach the American dream of becoming a business owner. Welcome to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group, the talk show that spotlights community leaders, local businesses, entrepreneurship, and how to become a business owner in the financial services by properly protected middle class family while helping them reach their financial goals.
Pastor Reese,
Yes, yes.
you was telling
I'm
me you was
enjoying
going
this.
on
I'm
the
enjoying this.
ministry, and I feel that that is a very important uh, approach that you are doing with our community. During the pandemic, I know a lot of couples, marriage have the pandemic has destroyed a lot of marriage. So for you to do what you do, we just want to know a little bit more about your ministry and
Okay. Well, also, like I said, that's next level. What we're doing over there is tremendous. But also, me and my wife have our own business and our own ministry called Unified Love Couples Ministry. It's Unified Love Couples Ministry, and we had this. It started off with this ministry as just something we were doing in our church, and the Lord began to manifest that and show us, you need to use it as a tool of business, to start a small business. And me and my wife got the training, and we're both life coaches, marital counseling coaches for relationships and for people that are married and want to be married. So we started Unified Love Couples Ministry, and it's been a blessing. We also be on Facebook teaching classes. We've done conferences on Facebook since the pandemic, and we've done so many different things, just helping and counseling couples who want to be married or thinking about getting married or are married and having issues. So we're able to help them and help them resolve their issues and resolve their problems to be, so they can better their marriage. So that's one thing I love about Unified Love Couples Ministry. Me and my wife, we counsel the couples together, and we kind of make both of the couples feel comfortable knowing that they got somebody there that can hear things from a man point of view, and that's me, and my wife from a woman's point of view. So we try to work those things out with them to help them to come to some kind of work ethic to make their marriage even better, and make, if they're thinking about getting married, even to make that better before they walk into the marriage. Because a lot of people just walk into a marriage and they never, they walk in with a whole bunch of baggage, a whole bunch of different things that they never addressed before they said I do.
and I feel that's very important before you get. I mean, marriage is something you should be taking seriously, and
Yes.
I feel how important you think that process for them to see a couple like yourself, you and your wife. I think you guys been together for. I mean, known each other for how long?
Ooh. Well, we were high school sweethearts, me and my
Wow.
wife, and we dated in high school for 2 years. I went away. to play college football, and I can say it was me. I broke up with my wife,
Wow.
which was she was my girlfriend at the time, and I broke up with her because I was going to be away in Ohio, and I didn't want her to feel like she was had to wait on me for all those years, knowing that I'm gonna be in college, and I was about 14, 1,500 miles away from her. So I broke up with her, and we talked some even after, over the phone, and I wrote her, she wrote me, and stuff like that. But then we started losing contact, and I got I married, um, had children and everything, and she had gotten married, and 24 years we saw each other 24 years later,
Wow.
and she was divorced, I was too, and we got back together and became husband and wife after 6 months of being with each other. We just decided that we wanted to be together, and we picked up we picked up where we left off, and I think it's been an amazing journey with my wife. I tell people this all the time. I have the greatest marriage in the whole wide world.
Wow.
I have the best wife in the whole wide world, and she spoils me to death. And do we agree on everything? No. Do we have issues and stuff that we got to fight through? Yes, we all do. But it's how you handle the situation and what do you do to make that situation better for you and your spouse. And that's what we've learned the key to making a marriage work. And I think that's the biggest thing about Unified Love Couples Ministry that we can bring that nobody else can bring to married couples, that we have the key and the answer to that. That's why we wrote a book called The Love Cure for Relationships and Marriage that you can get on Amazon. So you could get the you can get the book, and it is on e-writer or whatever the thing that they call it. You can get it on that, and you can get it on Amazon. So either or, you can get it on both, and you can learn some of our secrets,
Mm.
some of the things that we use, the tools that we use that helps make marriages better. In that book, we put even for married couples, uh, couples that are in relationships and they're getting ready to get married, couples that are thinking about getting married, and we deal with abuse in that. In that book, we deal with all kind of different issues, financial, you name it. Being romantic with one another as husband and wife, and even in a relationship, that you try that's going to be a marriage, and how to work, how to be better men and women of God. And that's one thing that we try to stress so hard with marriage.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Your session, how long does your session usually be? Let's say if a couple interested in uh, coming to you
Well,
for a session.
how it works is the first session we give is we get to learn each other. They get to learn about us. We get to learn about them. We get to look at their problems, some of their situations, and then what we do, we give them a break, and that's a free consultation, and we give them a breakdown of what we can help them with. So if it's their biggest problem is finance, if their biggest problem is trust, if their biggest problem is somebody's lying in the marriage, or if the bigger trust is, whatever it may be, whatever the situation may be, we stress, okay, let's start there. Let's start at the root of your biggest problems, because that's a lot of times people try to avoid that. They try to avoid the root of their biggest problems, and those are the ones we try to help them with first. because if you can get the root of the biggest problems, then you can take care of the little things. You
Absolutely.
know, so we tell them, look, the first consultation, we give you a 1 hour, and I think that's fair. We give them a 1 hour consultation where they come and we discuss those things, and me and my wife, we write things down, we put it into order, and we ask them, are these the things that you really want us to help you with? And if that's what they agree on, they can also find out what our charges are. We have specific charges for specific situations. So I know for a fact that all our sessions is 1 hour. So for an hour, if you want more than that, you have to pay a little bit more. But if you need an hour, in that hour we can discuss so many different things. So each week we meet with them once a week, whatever the situation is, whatever they need help with, and if it's what an hour or an hour and a half, or even 2 hours if they pay for that, we'll be there to help them as much as we can, and to get their problems taken care of. Are we going to get it all done in one session? No. I don't care if you stay there for 2 hours. You're not going to get it all done in one session. So it takes work. It takes exercise. It takes different things. Uh, when I say exercise, different marital techniques that we use to help married couples, love each other again, have trust again, and help them in whatever financial situation, if it's finance, help them in those issues. If it's they just going through so much and the other one not helping the other one, whatever it may be, that's what we try to focus on and help them with.
Absolutely. I mean, just don't expect for you to solve any problem in the first session. First session should
No,
be you gathering information, just like what we do in the financial
yeah,
service. When a client comes to us, we gather information, and so we can
exactly.
give them a roadmap on how to reach that goal.
Exactly. And that's the same thing with Unified Love Couples Ministry. The first session is really just to gather information, tell you more about us, what we do, why we do this, so they can feel comfortable with us and explain on why me and my wife do this together. We love doing this together as a team because we work so well with each other. And even like tonight on Facebook Live, we're going to be doing our Unified Love Couples Ministry for an hour. We do it every other Thursday on Facebook Live, and we come up with, we got topics and stuff that we talk about, for married couples, for couples in relationships, for couples that are looking for somebody that's looking for a husband or a wife. So, those are the biggest things that we are doing with Unified Love Couples Ministry. We are an LLC. It is a business for us, and I thank God for it and for all the people that we've helped so far. And uh, our record speaks for itself. I mean, even in our book, we have so many different people that have given us, a lot of recommendations about our book and how it helped their marriage, and helped one. We had one young lady. It helped her marriage, where well, it helped her relationship. Where through the book, her and her boyfriend at the time decided to get married because of the book, and how they learned so much from the book, and now they're implementing it into their relationship, and they'll be getting married sometime next year.
Wow, that is an amazing story. So, is this workshop is only applied to locals, or you can be anywhere around the United States and still be
Well,
able
it's
to?
anywhere in the United States. We do couples. We have couples in California that we counsel. We don't have couples in Georgia, you name it, Florida, Miami. We have couples all over that we have helped. We do. We love it that we can do it through Zoom. You don't have to. We don't have to be with you face to face, but we can do everything on Zoom where we can talk to you. Deal with your situations, help you with your problems, and try to come up with solutions and make your marriage, a better situation for both for the couple.
Wow, this is amazing.
Mhm.
From your perspective, as far as couples, how important? I mean, we are in financial service. We are a
Right.
financial group that's here to help the community with their finance. How important you feel that the financial component in a marriage? How important do you think that component is in a
I
marriage?
think and I can I want to speak from me and my wife's situation. We take we took finance very important, very something that was one of the things that was the top of our list. I'm gonna say like that, the top of our list, because in marriage, so many people have, and we dealt with couples, who had financial issues, and it's one of the hardest things when you are struggling in a marriage, and it tends to get to be, and me and my wife have talked about this in our book. We've talked about this on our show that we do about the blame game. Everybody, husband want to blame the wife want to blame the husband when the money is not coming in like they want. And it's very important. And believe it or not, 90% of Americans that are married, and I'm talking about married couples who are Christian and who are non-Christian, the same.
Hmm.
Finance is vital, and it leads to divorce. When finance is horrible, it always have led to divorce because people somebody got to blame somebody for the mishap of why they don't have money.
Wow. So
So it's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. So what we try to do is show them other alternatives, other things that they can do, to make their finances better. I teach them about savings, and me and my wife, we teach them about accountability, of how to spend your money, spend it wisely. And when me and my wife first got together, we had our issues with finance,
wow.
but I didn't blame her. She didn't blame me. We just found the key and a better way to make our money work for us. So even like right now, even in the home we're at, I think we were able to invest in certain different things that now we don't even have to pay our mortgage out of our regular earning checks. We have investments that pay our mortgage every month. So that's what I'm talking about, is working together, planning together, putting a plan together, and making it work.
I feel that all every leaders, pastors, especially, they have people that are looking up to them for guidance, and I feel that if that information should be shared among all church across the United States.
Right.
So
Right.
that is
I
a
think I want to say that I think that um, even during the middle of the pandemic last year, so many people were stressed out in marriages. It was so many divorce after the pandemic because people couldn't stand being around each other, and when their finances were failing, so many people were getting divorced. So many people were leaving their husband leaving wives. I mean, it was so much stuff that was going on after the pandemic. Stress. I call it the post stress syndrome because
Oh,
people were so stressed out. They didn't have money. They were stuck in the house. Couldn't go too many places. Had to wear masks all the time. And men and women. Some of it, even turned out to be abusive. So you know, that's why I thank God for Unified Love Couples Ministry. Even during that time, we were counseling couples
mm,
who had issues with all of those different things, and we were able to help them through the pandemic.
that is amazing. You just don't know how important that is, and that's why I feel that everybody should just to test your relationship.
Hmm.
Get a counseling session. It's the first one is free,
Yeah.
and just to test because during the pandemic, people that thought they love each other realized you know there was no guideline to follow. So a lot of relationship got broken down, and people got divorced. Only
Mhm.
if they would have seek out to you, Pastor Reese, and maybe some of those marriages could have been saved.
Yeah, and I tell people this all the time. We don't have all the answers, but I thank God for all the different knowledge that He's given me and my wife and wisdom. And believe it or not, we just coming up this not this Sunday, but the following Sunday is our 12-year anniversary of being married for
Wow.
12 years. And I tell you, it's been the happiest 12 years of my life. Me and my wife, we have learned how to not to argue, not to disrespect one another. And that's one of the main things. And that's why I say communication is so important in a marriage. And if you don't have communication, if you have secrets in your marriage that your wife don't know about, that your husband don't know about, secrets are dangerous in a relationship. And we talk about that in our book about keeping secrets and keeping things away from one another. And when that person finds out, they feel like they are betrayed. So those are things that we try to teach people not to do, not to have secrets, not to have things that that's gonna hurt your husband, that's gonna hurt your wife, that's gonna hurt your children, you know, and cause a discord in your home. So I, you know, we, I thank God for for what me and my wife have done. Even during the pandemic, we talked about pressures. We talked about people losing their jobs and how to handle the situation. Now, and we even talked about being stressed out. Because people get stressed out. People were getting stressed out in the pandemic. Why? Because they were all cramped up in the house and couldn't really go nowhere too much. And there were curfews and all kind of other things. And people were stressed out. So that's the biggest thing. I thank God that we were able to get on Facebook Live, talk about those issues, talk about those things. And when we did do that, we had over 500 views. I mean, we had like it had to be about 600 or 700 people that viewed it and were commenting and telling us thank you for putting that on there because they were stressed out. They were going through with their spouse, and it wasn't that they were mad at them or anything. They just took it out on them because they were there. So, me and my wife feel like, hey, if we can help people in any kind of way, you know, we want to be that bridge that God has given us to have Unified Love Couples Ministry. And I tell you, if you come to us, we will help you. We will help you.
Wow. And I mean, definitely. What say the name of the book again?
The name of the book is The Love Cure for Relationships and Marriage.
Wow.
So it's for relationships and marriage.
And what is the?
And if you're looking for somebody
Wow.
and what to look for, So we have all of that in our book.
We're gonna add that on our website also, in case some of our listeners didn't get that. And
Well, it's on our website, our Unified Love Couples Ministry website. You can go to our Facebook page. We have Twitter and we have Facebook. We have Instagram. You can follow us. You can come on and you can leave questions if you have any questions. You can even we even on Facebook have a Facebook group you can join, and in that group we put little tips and little things in there that that we think that will help you throughout the day. Because somebody need to hear something throughout the day that help make their marriage better.
absolutely, absolutely. And as we close, I know you're passionate. I mean, you have a strong relationship in your community. I remember last time you, because of the violence that was going on in our community, you gather all the leaders and to find a solution. I know you're passionate about that. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, yes, because with all the gun violence and our young people getting killed, God has put it upon, our ministry heart. We even went out to help different inner city schools that that have these issues with gun violence. Even though they are some of these schools are A1 schools, but they still have the issue of gun violence. And to the point we help the seniors from these high schools get laptops, get refrigerators, microwaves, a care box that we gave out to help them to get the things they needed for college. We gave out $300 in gift cards. I mean, we just tried to be a blessing, you know, to the different people in our community. And I would like to just thank Mr. Mr. Al Eskenazi, and I would like to thank another Al I would like to thank who has his own company, who always, when we do those events, they always give and help us to help the young people in our community. And next year we'll be adding. We did two schools in the past 2 years. We started with one. Now this year we did two. Next year we're going to do three. And if you would like to be a supporter for that, like I said, you can even give to our next level cash app, which is $ NL Faith Center NL Faith Center. Um, that's our cash app, $NL Faith Center. Or you can go to our website, which is nlfaithcenter.org, and you can give there. And also, we just love what we do. And also on top of that, with Next Level, if you're like to, you if you even if you're out of town and you don't have a church that you go to, you could join Next Level, even though you're not there. You can still be a part of our ministry. You can still be a member of our church, even though they don't even live in our area. So these are some of the things that we're doing, and we're just trying to stop this gun violence, stop these things that are happening because we're losing too many young people who are losing their lives early, and they're going to the grave before the parents get there.
and most of the time, those are young people. Their parents
Yeah,
probably going to a church, and
yeah,
that's why it's important the leaders and the church. We got to go back in the old school where everybody used to go to the church to get all the resources, and we
yeah,
got to take that back, bring that
yeah.
back
We
right now.
do. Yeah, and I think more than ever, that's my vision for our church is to be a resource center, to be a place. We've helped. We done did so many different things. We're helping people even get cars. We had car dealerships come out there and get help get people right there signed up for a car, low payments that wouldn't even be able to afford to get a car, but we were able to help them get cars and get them signed up for a car, get a bank approved, and everything. We've even got people in our church who can help people get housing. If you want to buy a house, we got people to help train you to. what you need to do to get a house. So even in our church, we don't help members get houses, cars, things that they would need jobs, things like that. We've helped them do those different things.
So, Pastor Reese, before we close, please tell us your address and the website. How do people get in touch with you before we come to a close?
Yes. Well, they can get in contact with me uh, at at Next Level Faith Center. The address is 2275 Northwest 62nd Street, and that's in Miami, Florida. And the zip code is 33147. That's it. 33147. If they would love to get in contact with us, you can also, if you would like to, they can also go to Yep, and they can get Next Level Faith Center. They can look us up on Yep. You can to find out more information. We start service on Sundays at 10 a.m. We do Bible class on Zoom, what we call a spiritual night of knowledge, where they can learn more about God, learn more about the Bible. So we have a lot of different other things that we are doing with Next Level Faith Center. We got so much. So they can, like I said, they can go to our website. They can go to our Facebook. We're on Snapchat. We're on TikTok. You name it. Every social media you could just look up. You can look up Next Level Faith Center, and the same with Unified Love Couples Ministry. You can look us up and learn more about both ministries.
Thank you so much, Pastor Reese. Definitely, JPP Financial Group definitely going to support you. We see what you're doing in our community. We see the passion. We feel it. And we have the same passion also to educate our community about financial education. And definitely, I know we can partner to do that and to reach that goal we're trying to do, to make sure that everybody is very successful in their marriage, financially aspect, and spiritually. So, with that being said, thank you so much for stopping by. And next
One
time we
more,
got, go ahead.
one more thing I want to say. If you would like, to leave us a message or call us, you can call us at 305-691-5771, and that's the Next Level phone line. And leave us a message if you want to learn more about our ministry, or if you want to come visit, or you just want to talk to the pastor. Whatever you would need, we are here to help.
We're going to need also the first lady to be. This is not going to be the last time. We also want
Yeah,
for you and first lady to sit down with us, so we can hear from her perspective, and you know to be able to see what her mindset is for this vision that you have. So
yeah.
with that being said, Pastor Reese, thank you so much for stopping by at Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group. And definitely make sure, if you know somebody that live in the city of Miami, to let them know to check out the Love Thy Neighbor, which is this weekend, July 18th, 2021, starting at 10 a.m. It's going to be amazing. JPP Financial Group will be there to give you any financial tip on whatever you need financially, and it's going to be an amazing togetherness. And we hope to see you there. I would like to meet some of you guys, and also you have a chance to meet the pastor himself and the first lady. And thank you so much, Pastor, and I'll see you this Sunday.
Thank you so much, and I enjoyed myself being on this show. And I tell you, thank you so much. I enjoyed it. It was an honor. It was a privilege to be here today.
Thank you.
Welcome to Let's Talk with JPP Financial Group, the talk show that spotlights community leaders, local businesses, entrepreneurship, and how to become a business owner in the financial services by poverty protected middle class family while helping them reach their financial goals. To find out if you qualify, fill out our short application questionnaire at www.jppfinancialgroup.com or call toll free at 844 844 4900. Let us plug you in our system today to reach the American dream of becoming a business owner.